I wasn't entirely sure how I was going to be able to follow up the last two episodes because it was such a grand topic, something a little different than I normally talk about or bring you here on To Boldly Pod. Yeah, because I mean, true crime is interesting to a lot of us, but I don't often talk about it on here. But when I came across that case, I just had to record an episode. And honestly, the numbers, and I'm not somebody that really gets that caught up in my viewership or my listens or my numbers, but they have been through the roof on the last two episodes. So thank you all very, very much if you tuned in for the story of that case. But how do I follow up with that? Do I go back to my standard talking about the paranormal type stuff? And I wasn't sure if I really had. I have a couple of topics that I want to talk about, but I'm not quite ready to sit down and record. So I decided what I would do is talk about something that a lot of us have heard about. Maybe just in passing, but most of us have probably heard about it at some point or another. And that's the case of the Skinny Bob alien. And I did it a little bit different than most content creators do. I went right to the source, and we'll get into all of that as we start breaking it down. But if you don't know what Skitty Bob is, let me give you a quick video to catch you up to speed.
Have you guys ever heard of Skinny Bob?
Is it scary? It sounds scary.
It's a little spooky. Skinny Bob was this random video posted by this channel, Ivan0135. This video was posted 11 years ago. But in this video, it is supposedly a collection of videos from 1942 to 1969 of interviewing an alien. It's very mysterious. The crazy thing about this Ivan0135 dude never monetized the videos, never came out and said who it was. So you look at that and you think that does kind of look like it'd be CGI or something, right?
Yeah.
It's been tested by studios and it has not been discredited yet. They said the way that it was filmed, because it was filmed on like one of those old cameras, they said it was completely accurate with an old camera. The theories are that it was a real government film. Some believe that it's connected to the Majestic 12 group. That's basically what we would call like the Men in Black now.
Okay.
But it's a group of like different
Division of that, the CIA.
government, yeah.
That just focuses on that.
Some believe that was actually from the KGB too. No one's taking credit for it either.
Yeah, you think someone would, but maybe
Yeah.
that was the whole thing. It's like, I can't put my name on this, but I can put it out.
It's insane.
Okay, so they did cover a couple of things that we're going to talk about during this episode. And one is allegedly this is leaked footage from the KGB, and we'll talk about that as we go forward in this conversation. And I could just sit here and talk about the merits of the Skinny Bob video and whatnot. We're going to watch the actual video. And as you could probably see, or you'll keep in mind and see, that it's going to look a lot different than the video that they showed on their page because somebody has taken it and digitized it and made it more modern looking. So I thought what I would do originally, I was just going to talk about it and leave it at that. But I figured, why not, since the YouTube page that it came from is actually still up and by all intents and purposes still operating from 2011 by Ivan135. You can go on there and watch all of the videos that have been posted, and it's only 4 videos on this page. And they are right. It hasn't ever been monetized or anything. Somebody posted these and then just kind of left. There's comments after comments on it, but there's no replies to people. There's no interviews given to the people that allegedly loaded this. And yeah, so I thought what I would want to do, I think, is just show you the actual clips that are on the YouTube channel, and then we can take it from there. All right, so I think how I'm going to do it is I'm just going to play the actual clips for you, and then we'll replay it, and I'll talk about certain stuff as we commence through this. But like they said in that first video, it was originally uploaded in 2011 by somebody named Ivan135, and the channel is still up on YouTube if you want to go take a look at it. I take issue with a lot of his issues that saying it's never been debunked and experts have looked at it and said it's authentic and all of that. Yeah, there was a lot of work put into it to make it look authentic, but there are plenty of people out there, experts, that have pointed out a lot of things about these videos. So let us just start with the very first one. No, there really isn't a ton to see there other than we'll pause it as we go on and watch it this time. But obviously, you see somebody filming allegedly a UFO that is flying by what appears to be like a riverboat or something along those lines. And this first clip doesn't really show you much. It shows you your prototypical saucer shaped UFO and doesn't really show you anything. Later on in the clips, you see it switches to what appears to be aliens, but you can't really tell because it's so dark in this one. So this video doesn't really show you anything that you could possibly think is conclusive other than that UFO at the very beginning that does look like your prototypical UFO. And we'll get back to that little insignia in just a second because that is going to be important as we move on in this conversation because this insignia has been identified as a KGB insignia. And a lot of people saying it was proof that this is actually real. But debunkers will point out that this was taken from a television show in the 1990s, and that's exactly where they got this insignia from. So far in clip number one, I know you're just thinking it's just a standard saucer-shaped UFO. It's nothing all that impressive. The next clip that gets shown is one that really starts the conversation off because you're seeing aliens and you're not just seeing a body, you're seeing two aliens that happen to be walking along. So let's take a look. So that was essentially it for that second one. Just the little clip of them walking, and you don't really see much of anything. It's very blurry. It's not in focus, but yet, if you read the script that goes with it, filming was not supposed to be allowed. But these aliens allegedly look right at the cameraman. So that kind of leads you to think, wait a minute, is any of this actually real or is it not? Because these parts of this declaration have not become as famous as, say, the ones we're about to show you, the classic Skinny Bob one. But these two are called Family Vacation, as you saw it. And allegedly, it shows the two aliens coming for a meeting. So we're two for two. So let's get to the most famous of the videos that are on Ivan 135's page. And it's the one that has everybody talking. It's the classic Skinny Bob video of this alien in a room being allegedly interviewed. So we'll take a look at it and then we'll take it from there. Now, people have really disseminated these videos left, right, and center. So we may as well too. Your standard believers will tell you that there's no way it's not CGI because if this was from the early to mid 90s, there was no such thing as CGI. Well, yes, there was. It may not be as good as it is today, but there was CGI in the early to mid, and let's just say the 1990s. So people saying that, then yes, there was. Plus, you can't really tell. This could totally be animatronic or animation because as much as you're getting the alleged old school film feel from it, you can't really tell what exactly it is. And people are saying, the eye motions and everything are just too real. It's got to be an actual being sitting there and not a creation. Well, to be frank with you, if you're going to make some kind of animation, specifically within CGI, you can do that. Maybe not quite to the effort back in the 90s or 2011 when this was originally uploaded and it was stated that it came from the 90s, but CGI was definitely around in 2011. So, what exactly is Skinny Bob? I mean, to me, if you look at it, I think it's just somebody created this for attention and they did a very, very good job of putting it forward. Their production is top notch. So they should be commended. I don't know why people do this, and it's a long history on YouTube of people making stuff like this and posting it anonymously and then never coming forward. But kudos to whoever did it, whoever Ivan135 is, because I think it is a fantastic piece of movie making. Do I think it's real? Not even remotely in the slightest. Could it be? I suppose it could be, but is it? I don't think so. I originally was just going to close with my final thoughts, and then I decided, you know what? I'm going to play one last little video that has the more stabilized version of the video, the cleaned up version, minus the added old school movie projector sound to it. And, well, let's just watch it.
This is Skinny Bob, the alien clip that the internet still can't debunk. Leaked in 2011, the footage shows a small, gray being with massive blinking eyes.
See, whoever took it and did a cleanup on it did make it a whole lot better. But as you can see, it still could be an animation. It still could be CGI. And as this person's going to talk about all the eye fluttering and everything, that happens in animation to this day. It even happened back in the 90s for people that like to say it's from the 90s, when allegedly these videos came from the 1960s, if you want to believe that.
Breathing calmly like it's completely used to being filmed. No shaky edits, no obvious CGI, just smooth, natural movement that freaked out everyone who saw it. People claim it came from a secret government interview. Others think it's a publicity stunt. But here's the part nobody explains, the micro expressions. The way its eyelids flutter. The tiny head tilt. The subtle breathing. Hoax or real encounter?
So, there you have it, Skinny Bob. What exactly do we think of Skinny Bob? I think it was just somebody that was either trying to get into the animation industry, somebody that was trying to get in the movie industry, somebody that was trying to make a name for themselves. And this isn't new that people will make stuff and kind of hide behind anonymity. And then eventually it comes out, yeah, that was me that made it, and their career is away. Could it be an actual leaked KGB film footage? I suppose it could. But you would think after all of these years, 15 years now since 2011, and the site is still up there. So you would think if it was something real, it would have been taken down a very, very long time ago. So do I believe the Skitty Bob story? No, I do not. But it is very, very interesting. Regardless, whoever did it, whoever Ivan135 is, kudos to you on your movie making ability or your animation ability, because that is some top-notch work. And yeah, maybe you think differently. Maybe you believe that is an actual alien or aliens. I need more. But hey, if you do have thoughts, let me know in the comments. And as usual, I don't have a closer for this podcast, so I'll just simply close with I want to believe.